welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we have two rehousings to do. So we've got to rehouse the Semapairs reduncus and the hati, the purple earth tiger. So the reason for this is that I want all my old wells to be in exoterras and all my new wells to be in the other enclosures from the spider shop. So yeah, I got the hati in the spider shop enclosure and the P. reduncus is in the exoterra. And in the other exoterra on the right is the Pizzaferia Miranda, which is an old world. So that's why I want to change them over. So just quickly before I get her out, I just wanted to show you the amount of webbing she has done in this enclosure. Now, when I did the rehousing video of this tarantula, when I put it in here, I think I spoke about how much these guys web up. So their webbing is quite insane. I would class them as quite a heavy webber. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I just wanted to quickly add that in here. I'm not going to be able to show how I catch copper because I haven't got a tripod. So there we go. She is now in the catch cup. Yeah, I haven't got anything like that good to stand my phone on where you'll be able to see properly. So that was the best I can do. I just had to skip that bit. And there's the hati in our catch cup. No problems when I was catch cupping these. It went really well. I didn't get no fat posture or anything. So yeah, that's the tarantulas. So I'm going to take all the substrate out and give the enclosures a clean. So what I thought I'll do is, I thought I'll add this part in the video. So I'm going to show you how I clean my tarantula enclosures out. Now, all I do is I flip it on its back, so you know the front part is facing me. I use a shower and I will put some water in the tank, obviously. You shower the whole thing, you know, even the outsides. Clean all the outsides, put some water inside it, just like so. Then what I'll do is I will empty that out, put some soap in, you know, washing up liquid, you know, whatever's safe, you know, as long as it's safe to use, then you won't have a problem. And also make sure you really rinse out your enclosures. Make sure there's no bubbles left inside it or anything like that. So yeah, just fill that up. Use the sponge now. Use the sponge and scrub all the, you know, old bits of webbing and all that type of stuff. Any dirt that's on the sides, just like so. As you can see, do the outsides as well. Yeah, so do the outsides, makes it, well, in my opinion, makes it a little bit cleaner. So yeah, make sure you give it a good scrub and stuff. Make sure you get all the dirt off. So that's that. I will now use the shower and wash out any bubbles that's on the outside, tip the water out, repeat the process. So fill it back up again and then empty it out. And then I tip that out and I'll put it upright, just how it would be when you display it. And give it one more rinse all over. And that's pretty much it. That is how I clean out my tarantulas enclosures. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to add this in the video. So the enclosure is all clean. I'm now going to be adding the substrate to the enclosure. So just quickly, I just wanted to point this out. In the substrate, there are some smaller isopods in there, or like wood lice, whatever you call them. These are good to have in your enclosures because they will eat all the dirt and stuff, and they'll keep your enclosure a bit more cleaner, so you have less chance of getting mold and stuff. So I just wanted to add that to this video. So back on with making the enclosure, and you have to excuse me for the camera angles. Like I said in the last video, I don't have a tripod at the moment, so I had to do everything pretty much one-handed. So if the camera goes off a little bit, you know, not pointing at the enclosure, that is why. So I'm going to talk about the tarantula while I make this enclosure. So starting off, these make a good beginner. So if you're new to the hobby, or you are new to keeping arboreal tarantulas, this is a good one to start off with, or even a perfect one to start off with. These are really good tarantulas. So yeah, I do recommend them for beginners. Next, these are New World, which again is the same reason I stated first for a good beginner. Because these are New Worlds, they are more relaxed than Old Worlds. You might get the odd, the odd bolt from the tarantula, where it might be a little bit skittish at first, but that's, to be expected with any tarantula really. But yeah, they're not as bad as Old World tarantulas. So next, these are heavy webbers, as I said at the beginning of this video when I showed you. That is how much webbing these guys can do. So it's pretty insane of the amount of webbing they do, and I think it looks really cool. Next, these reach to about 4 to 5 inches in size. And lastly, these are an arboreal tarantula, so they will prefer to live up high rather than on the ground. Obviously the humidity I keep near enough the same as all my others, which is around between 70 and 80%, which is more than good enough to keep, is more than enough to keep these guys happy. So we are now going to be getting the tarantula into our new enclosure. So this is just a very basic setup. So just a piece of cork bark, a piece of wood, and I just put some sphagnum moss in, obviously on top of the substrate. So yeah, as you can see, nice and relaxed tarantula. These ain't that bad, so that's why I recommend them for people who are new to the hobby. They do make some awesome tarantulas. So yeah, as you can see how chilled she was, and there's a good close-up. So that is the Samophaeus reduncus, the orange mouth tarantula. Awesome tarantula. So let's now move on to the hati, the purple earth tiger. So I already cleaned the enclosure out. I didn't put this one on the camera because, it's no different to what you seen a minute ago. So I did this one off camera. So again, using the same substrate as what the hati was on before. There's nothing wrong with it, so I didn't just want to throw it away. This is just cocoa fibre, I believe. Yeah, I think it was just cocoa fibre on its own. I don't think there was any potting soil. If there is, there's probably just a little bit. But yeah, add the substrate in, a piece of cork bark, the same stuff as what she was using before. Again, very basic. A very basic setup. So I'm just going to add that, and then I'll put another piece of, piece of cork or piece of wood going across that cork bark. So if she wants to climb on top of it and stuff like that, then she can if she wants. And also I will add in some more sphagnum moss and stuff like that, just to make the enclosure look a little bit better. So while you watch me make the enclosure, I'm gonna do another top 5 for the hati. So starting off, this is a arboreal tarantula, so again they prefer to live up high rather than on the ground. Secondly, these are an old world, so these can be a bit more defensive, but if you stay nice and calm and be gentle with them and stuff like that, you should never have a problem. But with old worlds, you never really know how they're going to act. They can act all different ways. So next, these reach to about 5 to 6 inches in size. These are from Southeast Asia in the rainforest. And lastly, these are a medium growth rate tarantula, so not too fast and not too slow. So that's top 5 about this tarantula. So with the enclosure made, we are now going to put her in our enclosure. So what I did was I put the camera on top of the EXO, and I was able to get a good view, as you can see. So yeah, nice and gentle. And to be honest, this tarantula is very chill. Even when I unboxed her and I obviously took her out the pot and stuff, she was very relaxed. I didn't get no threat posture, no bolting, no nothing. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link that one in the description below, and I'll also link my Samophaeus reduncus last rehousing video. I'll link that down below as well if you want to go and check them out. But yeah, as you can see, she is nice and relaxed. I took this time here to take a lot of photos and some recording of her, because this is the first time I'm actually seeing her properly. I didn't get very much, I didn't get a very good view when I did the very first rehouse. So I took the time here to get some photos and stuff. But yeah, very cool tarantula. Probably one of my favourites in the collection right now. So yeah, a adult female, hati. She does have that piece of moss on her leg. I didn't want to remove that because I didn't want to lose the position that she was in, because I took the time to take photos and stuff. So I kind of just left it on there. But yeah, what a stunning tarantula. Also, these enclosures, both of these enclosures are 20 by 20 by 30 centimeters tall, and this is more than big enough to keep these tarantulas in for the rest of their life. They don't need any bigger than this because they only reach about 5 to 6 inches in leg span, so that is more than big enough for their tarantula. And majority of the time they will just stay behind that piece of cork bark and they'll pretty much stay there. I don't really see this tarantula out of her hide. I think I only seen her once, which I put a post on Instagram. So yeah, this tarantula will prefer to stay in their hides. However, the Pedrodontis, mine quite often comes out and you will see her on the glass or just staying outside of her hide. So yeah, these do make some awesome tarantulas, and I would say I recommend them to have in your collection. They are a very good tarantula. So I think that covers everything for this video. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. This is Kaale's Tarantulas. This is where I do videos, rehousing, unboxing, care and husbandry videos on tarantulas. So if you like any of that content, subscribe if you want to. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I do just want your opinions. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe, hit the share, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.